Amen to that reading. Thank you, Priscilla. Before I begin, is that baby Nellie in the back? I cannot wait to meet her. Amen. Good morning, West End. We are now in the season of Advent, that time of waiting for the birth of Jesus. Today we lit the candle for hope, and the next few Sundays we will light the candles for love, and then joy, and then peace. This is a time of anticipation and preparation. We decorate and we shop, and we begin to think more deeply about our faith. It's always a struggle, though, to try to reconcile the excessive shopping and commercialism with Jesus, but we try. We try. But underneath all the preparation this year, there is an undercurrent of, I don't know. I could actually spend the next few minutes talking about all the things that are going wrong in the world, recounting and detailing all the various problems. We are still in trauma, yes. The pandemic is not over. Our political lives have become incredibly dangerous, life or death. From voting rights being systematically threatened to increased gun violence, America is held hostage by racists with guns and politicians who think it's simply the price that we must pay for the Second Amendment. We have a justice system that shows us time and time again that there are two different sets of rules, two different sets of consequences for Black Americans and white Americans. I could go on and on. This Thanksgiving weekend, I could describe all of the things that I was taught in school 100 years ago about the initial encounters between the native peoples in this land and the immigrant white pilgrims. I remember making a turkey handprint. These were some deliberate lies, yes, but also some insidious half-truths designed to make villains heroes and brutal, ugly history palatable. I could go on and on, but I know many of you have already reached your limit. COVID restrictions, wearing a mask, not wearing a mask, the restrooms are open, the restrooms are not open. They actually are. Nobody wants to learn another letter of the Greek alphabet, but here we are, waiting to see what Delta and now Omicron have in store for us. I can only imagine that the disciples felt the same way so long ago. When Jesus is talking to them in that 21st chapter of Luke that Priscilla read so beautifully, they have been on the road for a minute. They have been teaching and healing. They've been threatened. They've been running. They've been feeding. They've been performing miracles. Jesus knows that they are weary, but he also has to try and prepare them for what lies ahead. His arrest, his conviction, and his execution. He tries to give them hope. And giving hope to a persecuted people is difficult. The Israelites had a long history of oppression. That's actually the foundation of the Bible. Israel's history of oppression and conquest and perseverance and their relationship with God as they went through all of it. So how do you give hope to those that you know you will be leaving behind, to those who will have to carry on without you? How do you preach hope to people who are struggling to stay alive, who are weary, who don't know how much more they can take? Beloved, you have to tell them the truth. And that is where we are. Pastor Will told us some truth last week. And as followers of Christ, as people of the way, we are called to speak the truth. We are called to have steadfast hope that is rooted in truth. Steadfast, as in unmovable, firm, unwavering. Hope, as in that feeling of expectation and desire for a certain thing to happen, to intend, aim, to trust. As the church, we are called to have steadfast hope that the arc of the moral universe continues to bend towards justice. As the church, we are called to hope that the meek shall indeed one day inherit the earth, that those who are oppressed, who are pushed to the side, ignored, and left behind will be elevated, supported, placed on top, given everything that they need. As the church, as mandated by God and called by Jesus Christ, we can no longer skim the surface. We cannot give lip service to the issues that affect us as people, as humans, as a community, as a nation. Now is the time for change, for radical transformation. Now is the time for steadfast hope. We can no longer stay on the sidelines or on the fence. Refusing to confront the issues of the day, racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, ableism, refusing to confront those issues is a choice. It is a choice in favor of policies and people who make the world less safe, less equitable, less loving. Elie Wiesel, the Holocaust survivor and activist, has already told us, we must take sides, he said. Neutrality helps the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented. And my hope is built on nothing less than this truth-telling. Yes, we live on stolen land, in a country that was made wealthy from stolen lives and labor. This is the truth. Yes, Black lives matter. This is the truth. Queer people have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Yes, this is the truth. Climate change is real, and we are living with the effects of it right now. Yes, here is the truth. Vaccines work. These are not things that need to be debated any longer. These are the truths that we must build our hope on. Historical observations and personal experiences, the things that make us who we are, our experiences, that our history, our memories, our encounters with each other, all of these things are blessed by God and they are valid. Scientific observations, medical advancements, they all come from God. This is the truth. God uses science and medicine and facts and history and experiences and memory to advance the world and to build the beloved kingdom. And so my steadfast hope is built on the life and the example of that little baby Jesus, born in a manger, who we so eagerly await, the one who empowered women, who ate with those who were despised, and who brought people who were outcasts back into community, who rebuilt the self-esteem and the power and the perception of worth for people who had been told that they did not matter over and over again. My steadfast hope is built on the psalmist and their petitions to God that says only those who are treacherous should be ashamed, who said that all the paths of the Lord are steadfast love and faithfulness for those who keep his covenant and his decrees. My steadfast hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness, a righteous hope that justice and equality and love will prevail. It is built on a solid rock. It is anchored against the storm. West End, what is your hope built on? I pray that it is anchored in the promises of God. I pray that it is built on the sacrifices of Jesus. I pray that it is built on facts and science and love and community, all the things that make us who we are. These are the things that will carry us forward. These are the things that will strengthen us as we prepare for the battles ahead. I pray that you have steadfast hope, that it is immovable, that it is built on faith and righteousness and looking always ahead. I pray that you are full of hope. Let the church say amen.